too many of these yet this year because it's the start of the year, is an assessment, but it's not graded. It's pretty neat because it's a way for you to tell and you to judge how ready you are, and in this case for our Chapter 3 test that we're going to have later in the week. What I want you to keep in mind as we go through this are these couple questions that had to do with Chapter 3. These are kind of like our essential questions. These are the main ideas of what we've been talking about, the main themes. The first one is, how do advances in technology create competition between the environment and business? So that kind of goes along with the costs and the benefits of different environmental decisions that we've talked about. And also, why is it important to reduce the amount of pollution created by humans? So keep those in the back of your mind as we go through. Just to refresh our memory, somebody raise your hand and tell me, what are some things we talked about in Chapter 3? Anything in Chapter 3, toss out an idea. Torrin, start us off.
Forests and fisheries.
Forests and fisheries. There were two different ways that we talked about in way that they do logging. What were the two methods of logging? Who remembers that? Two methods of logging. Josh?
Selective cutting and clear cutting.
Very good. What else did we talk about besides forests and fisheries? That was section 2. What about some of the other sections? Yes, Stormy?
Pollution.
Pollution, good. And we'll really focus on that in Chapter 4. We'll get into a lot more in depth with pollution. Something else, Lauren?
Like medication that comes from nature.
Very good. Say it a little louder so everybody can hear you.
Like medications that come from nature.
Very good. And we talked about a special type of medicine that came from the Pacific yew tree. What was the name of that? Claire? And what did that help with? What did that help with? Sean?
Cancer.
Very good. What else did we talk about besides medicine, forests, fisheries, pollution? Section 3, that was a big section. What was that one about? Where's the B? Oh, I see the light bulbs go off. Oh. Jake? Biodiversity, good. When we talked about different types of species, and we talked about a certain type of species that comes into an area that's new to the area and disrupts the ecosystem. That had 3 names. Give me one of the names for that type of species. Emigration, that's when it comes in. Good. What's a special name for those type of species that come in and disrupt the ecosystem? Exotic species, that's what our book called it. Another one?
Alien species.
Alien species. And last name?
Invasive.
Invasive species, good. So today